So hi Chris, good to have you. We've got some questions for you today. First question, obviously a big congratulations on the 250, just around the corner. It's a fair few matches. Have you had much time to think about that?
Yeah, 13 years I think now, isn't it? Yeah, I've been, I guess, yeah. In the back of my head, I've been ticking off games, and then when I got up into the 240s, it was getting closer and closer. There were occasions where I thought I'd never get there, so I'm quite grateful that I've got the opportunity now. So I'm looking forward to hopefully a good win on the weekend with the boys and a couple of beers afterwards. It'd be nice.
Been, like you say, 13 years at the club. Is it 13 years?
I think it's longer.
It is, with EPGG and stuff as well, probably. Come through the roots.
Like 16 years.
Yeah, just say 13 sounds better. What are your best memories over the years?
Selfish ones, debut, few sort of memorable tries, the championship final against Bristol, being fortunate enough to be picked up with England, where we had a good tour together, which was fun. And then I guess like a lot of the times off the pitch, a lot of the team socials that we've had, very good memories from European away trips where we've had a good bit of fun after the games.
I think we've got a few questions from the fans. I mean, I can answer this for you. Who was quicker, you or Marcel Garvey?
Honestly, you can answer. How? Do you know who it was?
Well, Marcel Garvey.
No.
What?
No, it was quicker.
I was going to say.
Yeah, Marcel.
I remember that was back when
rapid.
that was when that pitch was a bog and he chased down Charlie Sharples.
Yeah, he was quick.
Very
Marcel
quick.
was very sharp.
And if you could bring one player back to Worcester Warriors, who would it be?
I obviously wouldn't want to replace any of the lads we've got now, so I'd have to bring someone back.
Back from the old days.
Back from the old days. I would bring back, as they're twins, they come as a one. So Chris and Lee 40.
Very good, yeah, very good. This one's from Chris Gadd, double D. Every time somebody suggests it might be time for you to retire, do you make a sparkling comeback? Have you found the secret of eternal youth? Clearly not with the way you look, but
People in glass houses, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hadn't said anything about retiring. Who's been trying to retire me?
I don't know.
Honestly, I haven't heard anyone trying to retire me, so I'm a little
It's a
upset.
bit weird as well, because you're not even turned 30 yet.
No, I know.
Is strange. Yeah.
No, I have no intention of retiring yet. And I guess I had a half decent game on the weekend, so I was pleased that I took a step in the right direction.
We've got 3 more years out of him for definite, I reckon, just saying. Nigel Morris, are you going to stay at Warriors in some sort of role when you retire?
I don't know. I'd like to be around, even if I'm just there standing and watching boys in pre-season or something.
That'd be a hell of a job.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
You can help Des out.
I'll help Des, yeah.
He's useless. Sorry Des, only joking Des.
Does a hell of a job.
Yeah. Right, we'll go to the next one. Okay, Magdalena Kalinowski.
I actually know Mags.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh really? Have I done a good job on the name?
Not bad.
Not bad. If you couldn't play 15, where would you go instead?
Where would I like to play?
Definitely not front row.
No.
Second row.
No. I wouldn't mind having a crack at 13. I think I quite enjoy 13.
You've played there a bit though, haven't you?
Yeah, I have played there a bit. If I was to be a forward though, I'd be a 7, I reckon.
Just lean on the scrum, don't do too much.
Yeah.
Andrew Dixon, do you miss playing at Breedon RFC where you started your rugby career, and would you consider finishing your career at Breedon?
Yes and yes. Sign me up.
Yeah? I think JT's a
great
JT
club.
coaches there a
JT
bit,
goes
doesn't
there
he?
quite a bit, yeah. He lives in Breedon, so yeah, I do miss playing there. Some amazing memories. Wasn't there for a huge amount of time, but that's where I first started playing, and yeah, I used to love it. It was great. The Moseley tournament that we played in, and we lost to Worcester in the semi-finals, and I'm still a bit cross about it. But yeah, I would love to. I'd love to tog out for them when I'm retired here.
I can see like 45 playing 10 or something.
Yeah, I reckon.
I reckon
Sit
that
in
would
the
work
boot
perfect.
and ping the corners.
Yeah, perfect. Lewis, would you do a Q&A for Birmingham Children's Diabetes Team so the kids can relate to a professional sports person?
Yes.
There we are. Lewis, he said yes. I know you do lots of work with that sort of stuff, don't you, with the diabetes stuff?
Yeah.
And, so you definitely be...
Yeah, so Lewis, you just need to contact the rugby club and then we can sort something out, for sure.
Sounds good. Make sure he does it because he's really bad at not doing that sort of stuff. Never helps out. Johnny Wilson, what's your favourite thing about living in Worcester? Flooding?
I do like the floods. The river got in my garden the other week. It came up very high.
Lovely house on the river.
It's not supposed to be on the river.
Beachside property now.
Favourite thing about living in Worcester? That's a tough one. I like the history. It's a good historical town, city, obviously.
Who's the statue of?
Which one?
The one in the city centre?
Edward Elgar.
Yeah, just testing you.
Okay.
Good. That wasn't a question from a fan, that's from me.
And of course, the wonderful people of Worcester. What would Worcester be without its people?
Interesting you mentioned history there, because that follows on quite nicely to Johnny Wilson's second question.
Okay.
In your opinion, what was the biggest factor in the fall of the Roman Empire? I know you're quite big on your history. You were... that was a little bit before you were born, wasn't it? So it wasn't...
I can just about remember.
You could just about remember, so you've actually probably life experience.
Top 3 reasons. Firstly, the barbarian tribes, who were always a threat to the Roman Empire as it was, but they became a real thorn in the side. Towards the end, they were crazy, weren't they? Second thing, the economy. Like, their economy started to have issues, which of course we all know that's the start of all sorts of issues. And then
taking this way too seriously,
had
by the way, but yeah,
huge over-reliance on the slave trade, which was obviously an awful thing. I'm amazed how much I remembered from one Google.
You've got like photographic memory, mate. We spent like 2
I've
minutes.
learned a lot.
We'll just have we'll look really smart and like pretend we know what we're on about. And this guy's just reeled off like the whole history of the Roman Empire. Okay, right. Swiftly moving on before you fall asleep. Sam Eastwood, what's the best try you've ever scored?
I was at school and I was playing fly half and I got the ball on my own 5 metre line off a scrum and I threw a dummy, I stepped through, I broke the line, I broke a couple of tackles, I then did a dummy crossfield kick which the fullback fell for and then ran in and scored under the post, and my coach subbed me off for being too arrogant after that.
Oh, that's fair enough, probably. Sounds a good try, but yeah.
So, yeah.
Same bloke, Scott, who is the best warrior you've ever played with?
The best what? Now this is a
tricky question.
Yeah, because that doesn't say the best player.
No,
right?
The best warrior.
Best warrior. There are probably too many to name, and the ones that I'm thinking of all play 7, which is really awkward because
I'm not one of them. Obviously you got your Pat Sanderson.
So Pat Sanderson,
yeah.
Like he, especially for me coming through as a youngster, he was like the epitome of what Worcester Warriors was about. He was like, would put his body on the line every single week, literally face on the line.
Consistently, yeah.
So yeah, I'd say probably Pat is my ultimate warrior of all time.
People like Dale Rasmussen probably deserve a shout out. Craig Gillies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those guys, but like I say, there's a lot of the old boys now probably who've moved on, but definitely still feature heavily in the club, don't they?
I agree.
Rank the miniature hero chocolates from best to worst. Well, you can't do that because you didn't eat chocolate.
What a tease!
You could do like best like cucumbers and different radishes.
The plural.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, you can try your miniature heroes. I can help you along with that because I'm.
Please do. So,
cream egg, higher or lower than a bounty?
Higher than a bounty.
Okay, crunchy.
Yeah, higher than both.
Okay, the caramel one's obviously above that, all of them, because that's the best one.
I don't know if it's the best.
Okay.
But it's above the standard chocolate. Okay. Are you naming your order? And I'm just
Snickers and Mars. No, I'm just trying to actually get a list of what we're going for.
Snickers and Mars are going down.
Below Bounty.
Mars just above. Snickers just above Mars.
If you want to do cheeses, you're more than welcome to. Best and worst?
I don't know if there is a worst, is there? So my top 2 would be Vacherin, outstanding cheese, and I love a Cornish yard. Okay. I can't get enough of a Cornish yard.
I was just thinking like nice cheddar. Here we go, good question. Who's your tip for the top of the current academy players? So who's standing out to you at the moment in the academy? There's a couple of good players coming through.
It's too hard for me to name one.
But name one.
When we've got, but name one.
Yeah, but you said name one.
Name one.
No, I'm joking. You can name a couple.
Well, Finn, Seb, Holdsy, getting recognised with the 20s, which is great. I've been really impressed with how much Harry Spencer has improved. I think he's taken massive strides forward. Slugsy, because he's my team leader.
Yeah. He goes very, very well in the team challenge, doesn't he?
Excellent in the team challenge. He's won us lots of points. But most importantly, each and every one of them they're really nice. They're really nice kids. They're nice people. They're good people, and they work incredibly hard. So
that's the biggest thing.
Big future for the lot of them, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Right, Steve Link's got a question. How has the technical advances in type 1 diabetes control helped in the professional rugby environment? It's quite a serious question.
It's a serious but good question.
Very good.
So the biggest advance, the thing that has helped me the most has been the continuous blood glucose monitor. So I use a Freestyle Libre. I'm an ambassador for the company, I have to say that. But genuinely, it has, it's allowed me access to information that I would just scan my arm.
Yeah.
It gives me information that I wouldn't have had access to before, which has allowed me to make some really good tweaks to my management, and probably has contributed to me still being here playing today, I'd say.
Where did Jelly Babies rank in that? Because you eat a lot of Jelly Babies.
They're not really a technology
okay, yeah, fair enough.
But they're up there, yeah.
Jay Brazier, do you think you'd have more England caps if you played for another team? Crap question.
I don't know. It's impossible to say. The reason I got my chance in the first place was because I was playing for Worcester. So if they were willing to pick me...
playing well for Worcester, which I think is the key.
Yeah, and so if they were willing to pick me in the first place and I was playing at Worcester, then that shouldn't change me playing for them again in the future. I've not officially retired yet, so...
Shout out Eddie Jones, just
Eddie.
So you know. I think obviously, you mentioned that tour to New Zealand to see you get your first cap. That's a hell of a first cap off the bench against New Zealand.
Yeah, all 30 seconds.
All 30, but try saving tackle, if you remember rightly.
I don't remember that, no.
Okay, I may have made it up, but we'll go with it. I'm pretty sure that was...
Yeah, obviously. It was, yeah. Try saving tackle.
I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
And then I had a little good trot out against the Crusaders as well. So, probably I would answer that with saying he deserved a lot more, whether he was here or not. He definitely deserved a lot more caps than what he's got. So, okay, cheers guys. Thank you very much for all your questions. Obviously, it's a massive achievement for Chris for his 250th on weekend. So I'm sure he's looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys can show us all the support as well and get behind Chris for the weekend, and we can go and get a good win for you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.